Yeah. Thought I heard water for a second there, but another thing would be I don't know whether or not this water will be deep enough to use for watermilling. Like this part here is wide, maybe wide enough. Maybe that spot might be wide enough. Maybe there. But overall, it's kind of not. Speed it up because it's nighttime. Most of the people seem to be okay. I'll just pick a random person and be like, how's your thing? So that's annoying. The body model sort of stuff. Okay, so you're not the happiest one, but overall you're not bad. Whereas Franklin's a pacifist. He tried to crack on his silverware. Okay, ate without a table, awful bedroom. I don't know if your bedroom. Because it's got a dirt floor, it's because it's got a dirt floor, isn't it? Yeah, that happens. There's nothing much I could do about that, at least for the minute. Yeah, so all I was thinking was maybe making like another set of triangles, like one down and one across maybe from it on both sides. That was my only thought. Having like really specific like rooms. I will probably do those solar rooms eventually again. So how's this breakdown going? Pretty good. Oh yeah, that's where the roof caved in. So that's where it was caving in. Probably put that there, and they would probably be able to dig that. The longest time I had issues where I didn't know what this stuff was. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just mine that. And I'd do it again and the mountain would keep falling down. Hello, little cougar. I see you right there. Lincoln's awake. He can go hunt you. We're getting all the steel from this. All right. The only good thing is there's like bugger all like animals left on the map. I'm just seeing if anybody's actually like bringing stuff in because a lot of people doing construction and mining and that's great. But it's not going to be like exactly what we need. Let's put that one off by a bit. So I think they're bringing up that bed actually right now. And the cougar is attacking. Lol, he was nearby. Come on, you can do it. No, apparently not. Those two are pacifists, I think. Oh no, he's not. There we go. Alright, well, he's going to need medical attention anyway. Hopefully they'll be alright. Get rid of these. I'll get rid of the prisoner beds. They're realistically, like, not really doing anything. And this will give me a little bit more space in here. I love the fact that because the space is everywhere, whenever they make something, they just drop it. Yeah, slap a door there. And that there. I think that's... No. Why would you put the door? I wanted the wall. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so I assume Weeks is going to go around. She's going to keep, like, hunting stuff. Where's my animals going? I have such a short list. It's so weird to me. Oh yeah, he did get treatment. Sometimes like I'm not paying attention and it will happen and I'll be like, oh, that's cool. We'll stop that one from getting made. I've got 4 extra beds and my people probably need / use it, but if we can just bear with at the moment, we'll just move this one all the way over here so they have like a little bit more privacy from each other. If they can stand that for now, I know this is like a barracks to them and stuff, but if they can withstand it, what's going to happen is that they'll do other stuff like this, like people are doing harvesting and stuff. And hopefully people will haul, and I just need them to bring stuff in right now. Like, I could have left this going for a bit longer and maybe got a second harvest out of it, but I think even just like having a first harvest, because I've never bothered to plant anything in the first year cycle. Like, I've always just done that after a year and, you know, made it through winter on the food stores and stuff like that. And then, like, once we've got some of the basics up and running, then do stuff. But yeah, in this case, I'm like, too big a colony beginning with not to have food out there. Oh yeah, they're all taking apart everything. There's like so much steel to take apart. I like how they're just going off in groups. Like, these are all the people doing construction, by the way. Which is so nice because, like, my previous groups just don't fucking do construction. I'm curious where they're going to, though. What's that? Is that gold? That's gold. Not sure if this is... Yeah, that's limestone. Yeah, I'm kind of curious where these people are actually headed to. Are they coming up here? Must be. Then again, all of this is steel too. Oh wait, there's a couple of urns here. Cancel that, flag them and bring them in. Because these urns, like, they're not much, but as far as my people's, like, decorative sense goes, they're, like, the greatest thing at the beginning. Mind you, they're, like, pretty fucking deteriorated, but I think they will repair them a little bit. Yeah, if I can just get them in here, though. Oh, somebody's picked it up already. Nitro's busy doing his researching, so look at this go. That's all him. I only have 1 research bench at the moment, and I've got my stonecutter thing. I actually didn't set this up to do anything yet, and I don't want to until they bring in harvest. Preferably. I'm pretty sure they would have put the urns in here. Oh, here's one coming in. Well, I see you in the back, Grim. Don't worry, I won't tell you to go stand out in the hallway. I want you to stay here. You probably haven't even got to see my new colonies yet. You've been sleeping all the days. So I think I told you my Nido colony died. I let them kill themselves because they were just like constantly at each other's throats. So I just, instead of stopping them, I'm just like, go at it. And what's happened is obviously now I only have, I don't want to click on the cat. Yeah, the only thing I intervened with was I prevented them from leaving. That was it. I'd down them if they tried to leave, but that was it. Everybody else, yeah, they just killed each other, and then we attacked a pack of muffalos, which ended up rampaging. So when the man in black arrived, he got killed by the muffalos. Oh, it was fantastic. It's just one of those things where it just like got funnier the more shit that happened. But now I've got my new colony of Asora, and I started with 21 people, so up to Sam. I started with 21, which is insane, and I don't think I'm going to survive because that's too many people to begin with. And even though I did bring in like a lot of resources, I just don't think I can sustain 21 people within the first year. We ended up getting 4 people from an ancient danger that was over here, so that was also lucky. I missed out on like the one person that I did want was like this chick, and like she had artistic, social, intellectual, all that stuff, but she was mostly like neutral. And I'm like, I wanted her, but no matter what I did, I could not attack her. Like, I couldn't, like, down her. No matter how many times I tried, I just couldn't down her. So it was either she'd die or that was it. Yeah. So these people aren't too bad. Like, there was a couple of extra ones, but, like, that's nothing great. It's the psychically dull that has me. The mining skill's super high. Chris has a lot of stuff, like, he can't do, but at the same time, that means, like, he'll do cleaning and medical and stuff like that, which is cool. And Nitro was doing research before, so he's already doing researching. And I expect when the researching ends, because eventually researching ends, he'll be great for crafting. So there's that. But all these people, they have their original stats. So what I got them as, these three at the front here were starting ones. So they were already like high stats and stuff. But everybody else has their natural stats that they came to me with. So that's pretty cool. Like, some people have got like really high stuff. I think those were like, some of those are 18s, but she's not using all of them, so they're going down. But yeah, a lot of them have like good skills. I've got 4 pacifists as well. The 4 pacifists obviously mean that like they just run away, which is also very difficult because I'm not used to Amiya and Shizuka being pacifists, because in most of my games I made it that they weren't incapable of that. I changed them and I'm used to it. So it's been interesting. I'm also used to Seahorse being my main trader, but it's actually Silverware that's the main trader. She's got that pretty high up. I also changed some colors. Like, I changed her to actually silver. And like, I gave him a jacket and some other stuff, you know. I brought in Franklin from a couple of games ago. He was my pacifist I wanted to bring in. And I really wanted to bring him in last time, but I just chose not to for some reason. And I randomly selected one person out of that last colony too to get in, and that was Nick. Well, it was Nichols. And I'm like, I kept fucking up how to say that, so I just shortened it to Nick. But yeah, they were alright. They're like really super construction focused, but at the moment, I've never only put down crops in the first year. Like, it's still spring. Like, we haven't even got out of the first season, and we've already brought in like a harvest. I'm just trying to get them to actually bring it in is all. Because we managed to get them to bring in all of like the medicine and food that was sitting outside. Most of it. A lot of food and medicine. And I was expecting that maybe most of it would deteriorate. But yeah. I'm hoping it at least ties them over. Yeah, I don't mind having pacifists, but usually I keep a pacifist if they're a medic. Like, Franklin was like reasonably high medical stuff, but he's also psychically dull. He's pacifist, but from my perspective, he was always in and around the center of the city because he was doing plants and animals, and therefore he was always right next to the medical ward when I need him. So yeah, sometimes that was like the big difference. So the funny thing is, like, my map has a little creek going through the very center of it. So aesthetically, it's not actually a bad looking map. What you call it? Try to remember. It's the temperate forest. That's what it is. We have like, I'm not allied with green or blue yet, but like, we've got like all this green and a bit of yellow here. We've got purples and greens and stuff down here, a bit of blue. Then off to the side, we've got like a whole heap of green and purple and stuff. So eventually, when I want to like venture out and start trading and stuff, it should be fine. The only thing I noticed I didn't have was I don't have the questers' styles. That's the first time that hasn't come up for me. I'm not sure what happened with that. I'm a little bit confused because usually I have the quest to get off the world, and that's like something that you can like aspire towards, but yeah, I don't have it. Well, my people don't fish, so I don't have a mod like that, so Doesn't really give me like fish and stuff. But as far as like power goes, I don't actually know if this is thick enough. Like little parts like this, yeah, that's thick enough, but I don't know if it's deep enough. But most of it isn't actually thick enough to put down a thing throughout it. So it'd be interesting. I do have a fuck ton of steel that they're uncovering on this map though, so it's really nice. Like it is nice to have a lot of steel. The only problem is it's going to spoil me for it because I'm going to think I'm going to have a lot more steel than I do. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to research batteries. And then I wanted to research solar panels because what I'm thinking, because I hate the fact that I've got these here at the moment. I've only just kind of like put them nearby just to get a little bit of power. Oh, summer. I didn't realize it tells me about when different seasons happening. Your crops won't grow in the winter cold, but sure enough, food refrigerated to prevent it from spoiling. Well, I do have some refrigeration going on, but yeah, I want to shove like power up in the corners of the map, like far away from my people if I can, so that when battles and shit happens, it's not like under attack. But yeah, at the moment I've just got like a couple little windmills and that's enough to generate like a light, you know. Yeah, so it's summer, so I'm hoping that maybe they'll actually start bringing some stuff in. I don't want to have to like manhandle them into bringing crops in. I also don't want to fuck around with their schedule and tell them all to bring stuff in. And not all of them are haulers. I want them to do cleaning and shit, but I do want some of them to at least try. I feel like if I take half of them off if I take them off like cleaning and stuff like that, they might do more hauling and stuff, but I also feel like the base is going to just be like grotty. I guess the main thing is we have got a few beds and stuff established. I could probably put down like 2 other beds like straight up if I wanted them to like not look matching and shit. It is good. Everybody, I think, has a bed. I'm just having a look around at the moment just to have a look. I think Nitro will be the last one down my line. Shizuka. Yeah, no, I think a couple of people might be missing a bed. That's okay. We'll fix that. We'll get it fixed up. At the moment, they've got at least rooms. Oh yeah, I didn't fix up that one wall. There's no predatory animals or anything. I'm going to speed it up. Need recreation variation. You guys have got like hoops and you've got like a little like horseshoey thingy and like chessboards. Yeah, no, I have... A lot of people have like burning passions and stuff like that on here. But my biggest thing is like when you get somebody like this that doesn't have majority of their skills or like this. And like the only thing is like this person can do like smithing and tailoring and researching and stuff. What I might do is I'll make him a priority of hauling. Because I know he's been doing researching. He's doing it right now. But what I want them to do is bring shit in. Like some of them are. Because obviously I have rice in here. I don't want to click on that. So I'm trying to like put down flooring in here too. What is it? Marble. Alright, well I'll let somebody make marble blocks. I'm going to say... do it until you got 1,000 at least. I sort of don't want anybody wasted on doing that, but I also know that like if I can get this like solid, have like a nice floor and stuff like that, at least where they're preparing food and where they're storing stuff might stay better. How's the temperature in here going? About 5-6 degrees. I'm actually going to have to turn those air conditioners up. But my only problem is I probably don't have the power for it. I keep getting like trees and shit growing in front of these at the moment because I don't want to put flooring down because they're just going to have to rip it up. That one can't spin because it's got trees. Alright. Yeah, go for it. I'm thinking that this Mega Sloth is just stealing our shit. Like, straight up. It's, like, hanging around so much. The funny thing is, like, they're literally prioritizing chopping down trees, like, doing any task, any basic task, over bringing shit in. I just find that almost funny. What I might do is I'll cancel that, and I'll bring this in here. And I know I've got this one getting made. I'll cancel that and just reinstall that up there. Again, it's literally not a perfect situation, but if I can just get them somewhere where they've got a bit of privacy, their own room, like, even if they hate their room, it's got to be better than, like, nothing. Also, now that these guys are all fine, what skill trainer was this? What was it? Plants. I was going to use it on that. Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, your game's going to be a while. I actually had somebody else swung by the other day, and they were like the same thing. They were like, oh, they have like a fuck ton of mods, and I'm like, how long does it take you to load up? And they're like, we don't speak of that. And I'm like, yeah. I've found that, like, when you have a lot of mods for some games, it takes like forever, and other times it's like it's just fine. But my game's always like pretty fast. Like, I've had people ask me about, like, I guess I think it's like frame rate or something. I'm like, I don't even notice if it's like, if I'm moving around, if I'm on fast forward and stuff, like, it doesn't really lag out. Occasionally, like, my network lags, like my internet lags, because, like, my partner and I are both currently using it, and if he takes like a work call or something, it downs mine a bit. But yeah, apart from that, it's pretty good. I think they've almost harvested everything. As long as there's no plants left, and maybe they get some of these things inside, we might actually have like a good amount of rice for the winter. I'm not sure how many meals they're making. They made 100 simple meals. That's pretty good. They've made their carnivore meals. I'm gonna bump that up to 100. I've only got such a small amount at the moment because I really do want them to make the variety. More than anything, I want them to make the variety. The power's not running because obviously there's no breeze. This will be a problem. It's 20 degrees indoors. So nothing's refrigerated. I saw Nitro just bring in some stuff then. Is Lincoln stuff? Here he is. Okay, they're starting to bring stuff in. That's really great. I still just think it's hilarious that we ended up with 2 male chicks. I brought in 8 eggs for, like, just trying it out. I thought I'd bring in 8 chicken eggs just to give it a go and just see what happens. And then Seahorse decided to just use 8 of the eggs to tame the animals in and around our base instead of actually, like, letting them hatch. So we ended up with just 2 male chicks. Mind you, it could have been like 10 male chicks. I don't know. I don't know what the randomizer on this game is. But still, I just find it's like pretty funny in that sense. All right. Well, I would like to like build out sideways at the moment, but at the same time, I need to be patient and I need to let them bring stuff inside. Also, I know as soon as somebody has finished like researching, I know Nitro's doing stuff. When they're done with playing games and stuff like that, I'm just gonna select somebody that's not really, I need somebody that's an intellectual, doesn't have a higher priority than anything else. Like there's a 12. Looks like, what was it? There's icons down the bottom. It's like a letter or a note. Click that to change the listings of items and right at the screen. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's a learning helper. Yeah, no, the only thing that looks remotely like a thing is that. I don't need it to be categorized. Let's grab Shizuka. And actually, I'll wait till she's had some sleep and then I'll make her do some researching for the next day. Because I know she's got other capabilities, whereas I know Nitro doesn't. So he'll probably end up going and just doing the hauling. And I'm going to get her to just do researching in the morning. Probably a good thing it auto-saved because honestly, I kind of forgot all about it. Okay, so everybody's back up. Oh yeah, so she won't do it because it's a long-term task. I kind of hate that about the researching that you can't like just tell them to do it. I forgot about it. She's in a high mood and she's got an inspiration. That's alright though. Like, I really do need them to just bring the shit inside, but I know if I had a battery, we'd have like the extra stuff for a while. Oh yeah, Nissan's doing it. Oh, we got new lovers. Franklin and Shizuka. Was Shizuka single? I guess she was. Well, there goes one of the bedding situations, at least. There's another free bed. Pretty sure Franklin had his own bed too, so that should at least free that up. Get these rocks out of here. What, all this stuff? Or this? Because this stuff, for me, is how I see the game, how I play the game. And it's always there. If I can't see it, like, occasionally I run out of stuff and it ends up, like, really, really short. And I, like, freak out because I'm like, where's my shit? And then I realize I'm like, wait a minute, I actually just don't have stuff. So I'm moving stuff around, though, which is nice. Look, they've almost got it all. That's pretty good. I think they'll start moving down to lower ones once they've got whatever's closest. They have been cutting down trees though, which is good because as long as it doesn't expire anytime soon, it won't. Then we'll have plenty of wood because some places will literally buy wood. And I can trade wood for like resources and shit if I'm in a pinch. He's inspired too. Everybody's getting inspired. Like, I'm glad that they're happy. Who needs beds though? Because like most people have got beds at this point in time. I'm not sure what the hell Weeks is doing because I'm pretty sure she's a daytimer. Shizuka and Franklin have already got a bed. Whose is this one's? That's hers. It's Weeks's. Tofu and E. I probably don't have enough beds, but I am working on it. Just gotta wait. I want to build shit so badly. But I know as soon as I put down a design, this entire fucking colony of constructors is just going to go nuts on it. Peace talks. Okay. So West Finham. Where are they? Is this for blue? Okay, so I need to send out probably silverware to this. I shouldn't need too many people, maybe like 2 or something. I'll send out silverware and say Lumi. Both of them got guns. And you guys can probably ride out on the thrombos. That'd be faster. I don't want to take all my medical stuff. Just 2 medical. Yeah, let's give you guys berries instead. Let's give you about 150 berries. You guys can eat those more raw. 6 carnivore meals. I'll allow that. And maybe give you 20 pemmican, just to maybe 30. Just I want it to be about 6 days worth of food. Honestly, was it 3? Yeah, okay. Items. I don't really have any specific items, but what I'm gonna take is like 2 of these, just in case I have to give like a tribute or some shit. Also, you know what I could do is I could take these out of the base, but they're too fucking heavy. All right, I'm gonna take that with me. And best case scenario is I might be able to maybe trade it off there, so we are allies with them. Yeah, if I had, I do have a few people that are good at crafting. Where's my Asora save? There it is. Okay, so I do have a couple of people that are good at crafting and stuff, but I don't want anybody wasting any extra effort at the moment. So I've got the absolute bare minimum. Like, I've literally multi-purposed the storage area at the moment. It is all storage. It is the dining room. It is the butchering. It is the cooking. It is like everything. And then you've got like down here, there's also like the rec area / like research, stone cutting, medical, and like it was the bedrooms a moment ago. They're already on their way. They should get there pretty fast too because of the thrombos. And if I'm really lucky, I might be able to trade with them. So I think blue is for the blue. Sweet. Okay, so solar panels. Because what I want is solar panels to put down first. I'm quite happy to slap down like a whole heap of solar panels and just have like a few windmill things to just kind of back it up for when the power goes out, like a solar flare. He is like fucking ripping through it. Oh good, peace talks were a success. Oh, she got like 6,000 social experience. Holy crap. Who are they anyway? Just pause. It must be this lot. Yeah. Finn Farum. What a name. Finn, Kingship, Owl People. Hey, Grey Fox. Whenever I see like Cario or something like that, like I just think of like, I don't know why, but like fucking beef, like concur or some shit. I don't know why. I'm a terrible person. Anyway, yeah, so I only have like, oh shit, don't go fucking flying around the place. Just go trade with them and come back and see what you can carry. Like, even if you guys only just bring back the silver, if you can't carry a lot of food, that will still put us in a better place. Also, we have medical stuff galore here. Harvest it. They've already harvested, collected that. They're on their way through this. If they pull out all of this, that's another 1,000 of rice. And how are we going